Welcome back guys to another video. If you got this far, thank you very much. So yeah, in this video I'm going to introduce the new daily car that we're replacing the Fiesta with. If you follow me on Instagram, which you should do, then obviously you're all going to know what car it is. But you know, it's a bit of fun doing the unveil. So this time, you know, I've had to be sensible. Unfortunately, I would have gone Jap because, you know, I'm a bit of a, well, you might not know, but I am a bit of a Jap fiend. Because I've had to be sensible. I've gone through a car that, you know, was pretty good, getting back and forth to work. So, but I had to go sensible, so I ended up with this.
You and me can fight against anything. Yeah, you and me, you and me.
Yeah.
So gone for the Scirocco, and to be honest, I absolutely love it. All my friends, including myself, are pretty shocked that I've gone for a VAG, but no, I'm absolutely chuffed to bits with it. It's really, really good. Like every time I turn around, every time you park up and you bag out, it's like, oh, turn around, looks beautiful. So yeah, so a bit about the car then. So it's a 2-litre TDI Volkswagen Scirocco. They come with about 140 brake-ish, I think, but this one's been mapped to 190. So pull like train does it, and stop like bloody train, because on the front we've got some Audi RS3 brakes, which are huge. Back brakes, the back brakes are Golf R32s, and then housing them, we've got some big 18-inch Bowler B10 wheels. Big boy wheels, them are. We're obviously rocking the air ride, so Blush Automotive fitted it, so we've got like a nice subtle kind of boot build, if you like. It's not really a build, but you know, the tank's sunk into the false floor, so that's cool. And we've got a couple of compressors with you know, like the control system in the back, and we've got the control integrated quite nicely into the dashboard in the centre here in the middle. So it's quite funky, I think. I quite like that. You know, it looks very nice. They did a good job, Plush did. So good effort on that one. I've myself then, because it's the first time it's like locked on. So I thought I'd just broke the nozzle and we weren't ever going to get any air back in the suspension. So yeah, anyone who's never, you know, dealt with air ride before, this is obviously the first time I've had air ride. You just have to bleed it, because obviously the compressor's sucking all the moisture from the air, and then this is just like I don't know what you call it, like a moisture trap, a water trap, whatever, and it just, you know, you can just get all the water out the air, get all the water out the system, so it doesn't ruin it. With the air ride, it's all common sense really, but I never even considered it when I first had it. So obviously when you're bagging out, you always have to make sure your wheels are straight, otherwise you'll rip your fenders off. And you always have to make sure you're not over a curb so you don't rip one of your bumpers off, which, you know, to anyone else who's got air, and when you think of it, it's absolutely obvious and common sense, but you know, that's something that you have to consider when you first get it, because you know, a lot of time people don't used to make sure they've got a straight wheel when they park up, but now with it, and then you have to remember obviously to bag up when you get in the car. So if you're in a rush, you have to remember to bag up, otherwise it's going to start scraping on the ground, bending your which I almost did that once. Forgot to bag up, started to turn, I was like, this wheel's really stiff, and I realised I was still down on the ground. So we nearly ruined the arches. But it's okay. You live and you learn. You know, just little bits and bobs. You know, living with air ride. I suppose that could be another video. Living with air ride. Maybe some people would find that interesting, maybe not. What else we got? We've got a smooth front bumper. Well, it's like that really, nothing, you know, smooth front bumper, like, you know, sleek. Interior, we've got this nice truffle leather. So the car came, well, not when I brought it, the car came with, obviously, just bang general. So the interior, we've got this nice truffle leather. We've got the uprated stereo. It's still a Volkswagen Scirocco stereo, but it's just like the higher, you normally get them in a better model. I don't really know which model they come from, but it's got more buttons than the old one. Got more buttons, and it's more fancy. You can do maps and stuff like that. So, you know, 2 litre TDI, pull like train. This 2 litre TDI stopped like a bloody brick wall. You know, there's been a time when I was literally just moving my car like a few meters, and I didn't have my seatbelt on, and I pressed my brake, and I nearly went through the windscreen. So I wasn't used to it. That was when I was still learning how good the brakes were. The drive is, it drives so nice. It drives incredible. Like, it's such a smooth drive. Yeah. So from people I'd spoke to about air ride before, they said it's a bit bumpy. But I've only ever had coilovers, so
it is bumpy. I keep hitting my head on the bloody window.
Yeah, but compared to all the coilovers, it's a really smooth ride, I reckon. But the air ride, it's so convenient. Like, it's actually really functional. I mean, apart from the car looking, you know, nice, apart from it being like proper scene and looking awesome when you bagged out in a car park, it's so convenient being able to raise up and down. Because there's been many times when I would have absolutely just taken the bottom of the car off or the front of the car off, just because of where I've had to go to work and coming in and out of multi-storey car parks and bits and bobs like that. But yeah, so having the ability to go up and down not only looks cool and as a novelty, it's really functional. It never gets old bagging out, never gets old. Every time I park up at the shop or at home, all the air out, bag out, touch the floor. I mean, it's actually really fuel efficient, because it's obviously diesel, so it's obviously going to be more efficient than a petrol to start with. But I've had a few runs, you know, a few 2.5 hour runs from Bristol to Stoke Way, and I've had like 70 plus miles to the gallon. So that's incredible. That's, you know, that's not bad. And then when you put your foot down and get to the speed limit, yeah, but it does pull. Oh dear.
You know that other fire engine? It looked like a Royal Mail van with flashing lights. I was like, what's the urgency?
You know, all in all, this car, you know, it's amazing. I'm dead chuffed with it. Don't regret buying it whatsoever. I think I definitely made the right choice. It's my sensible commuter car. New daily, looks the part. It's nice to drive. It's just nice to be in. I like it. I think I made the right decision. So yeah, something that happened then. So I brought the car on a Monday. Thursday, my housemate comes running down the stairs. Did you hear that, Carl? I'm like, what? Hear what? He's like, someone's just wheel span up the street, hit a car, and said to his missus, get in the car, I've just hit another car. So I'm like, right. It's like, surely it's not going to be my car. So I parked my car out the way on a T-junction, not on the T-junction, but like where there was loads of space away from all the other cars. I was like, there's no way anyone's going to hit my car there. But he said, yeah, he's just hit a car. I was like, bet he's hit my car. So I went out, all the cars in the street, you know, really close together, not much space, not touched, untouched, mine on itself, plenty of space. You know, yeah, so they hit the front of the car, and they, you know, dented all the front panel and like the front overarch, scratched all the front bumper, broke the front like indicator light, chipped my alloy. It's just, you know, I'd had the car 4 days. You can't buy yourself anything nice, can you, without some crashing into you. So I was very annoyed about that. So yeah, this car had like literally wheel span from one side of the curb, on the curb, across the road, to the other side of the road. Looked like he'd mounted the pavement, so if he was having a go at his missus, it looked like he tried to run her over. And then down the street, you could see all skid marks down the street. And then they hit the car and drove off. Luckily, my housemate saw the car, the neighbour saw the car, some girl down the street saw the car, there was another bloke who saw the car as well. So all four of them saw this car do it. So that was absolutely fantastic. So I got and also, not only this, I went looking for the car that they told me that it was, and I found it, and they lived around the corner. They lived around the corner, little buggers, right? Because there was no other reason to be down our street if you weren't living there or visiting, so they're obviously going to be around somewhere. So I found them later on in the day, parked up. Obviously didn't do nothing, because that'd get me in more trouble. So I took the reg down and was like, that's definitely the car. I went to all the other people that had seen it, and they're like, absolutely no doubt in their mind, this is 100% the car. So phoned the insurance, phoned the police. Police didn't do nothing, but the insurance, took a while, but we got the right result. So thankfully we did get it sorted, and they accepted. They couldn't really deny the blame because 4 people had seen them do it, 4 people watched them do it, so there's no way they could get out of it. So yeah, we got all the car fixed. We had an Audi A3 hire car for a week. That was, it's alright. But it's all sorted now, so just enjoy it and see what adventures and what comes next for this car then. So thanks for watching the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I really appreciate everyone who's subscribed and been watching the videos. It really means a lot. Thank you very much. Hope you've enjoyed watching them as much as I've enjoyed making them. So look forward to next week's. Hopefully you'll enjoy next week's. So see you next week, guys. Take care. Would have been this one if it was a Scirocco VW.
Yo, like and subscribe. This is Callum Gilman with the MX5.
Bang, bang, won't stop till we're legends.